Hello guys, I hope you are doing good wherever you are and welcome to this tutorial. Today we are going to discuss on HTML images and tables. And guys, before we get started, allow me to appreciate you and thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and also liking my videos. And guys, today we are going to begin with the HTML images and later we shall talk about HTML tables. So HTML images. Images can basically improve the design of the appearance of a web page. And also another thing that you need to note is that images are not technically inserted into a web page, but they are just linked to a page. And the tag for image is just img. The HTML img tag. Do you recall those HTML elements? And this image tag, image tag is a self-closing tag. It's not a complete element. You recall that a full HTML element has a start tag and the end tag, but image is a remnant of XHTML, and it's a self-closing tag. And so, guys, before we get started to coding, before getting to our text editor, first of all, let us create a folder. Just open the Window Explorer, just Windows logo plus E to open it, and go to the place where you can access your files easily. For me, I do access them easily in downloads. And so I had already created a folder, but for you, you can click here on the new folder and rename it, for example, HTML class. And then inside it, open another folder and rename it HTML image. And I want you to insert any image here in this folder. For my case, I have inserted my logo in this folder. So when you are done, then now get back to your text editor so that we may begin to code. Here's our text editor. So now let's go to the file and go to save. So to save this document, you recall the how to save a HTML document. Just index.html or anything .html is not a must to be indexed, but the important thing or the keyword is just .html. And so guys, save. And so guys, after you've saved that document, let's open once again the Window Explorer, the File Explorer, so that we may open the that document to our browser. So go to your HTML and then click on this. So now we have I will have it on our browser, but it's empty because we haven't written anything. So I want us to minimize this page to be like this, and also let's close this one for File Explorer, and also this one for our text editor. Let's minimize it, so that we may have two windows at once, so that you may see what we are coding. Yeah. So let it be like this. So guys, now let's begin to code. So in the next in this first line, let's write HTML. And the goodness with the Sublime Text, it completes for you. It gives you the structure of a page. So when you just write this HTML and I click enter, it will give you the structure of a page. So guys, now that in the title, let's give it something like HTML images and tables. Yeah, HTML images and tables. And in the body, our H1, our heading, let's give it H1. Let's give it uh, HTML what images here, because we're beginning with images. And now, so in the next line, let's write our image, our the line for our image. So remember the tag for image is just img. Img is the tag for image. And what I forgot to tell you is that the CSRC, this now the defines the source of that image, and ALT defines the alternative image text for that image. So so SRC describe the source of this image, basically the location of the image. And I told you that the image tag is a self-closing tag. They are the remnants of XHTML. They are the self-closing tags. And so, guys, let's go to our file explorer so that we may know the place where it's located. And so this is our image. So this image is located in images, and the name of the image is my logo. And then the file type is PNG. It might be JPEG on your end, or any format. But for my on my case, it's PNG file. And so, guys, now that we've known the location of this image, so in the search, let's give it images. It was images, and then um, forward slash, and then my logo, dot png. So guys, now that we've done that, let's save this file. Control S and refresh this page. Yeah, you see now you have your image. The image is now embedded on that web page. This is now how you insert an image in your web page. And I'm not going to style this image because we'll do it while in CSS. Basically, for with the HTML, I just wanted you to to know how to insert an image on a page. But with the CSS, we shall discuss how to style it, to resize it to be a small image or a large image, and so forth. And guys, sometimes it might happen that you deleted or you've lost the image in that location where you had saved it, perhaps on your laptop, or on Google Drive, or wherever you had saved it. So you might want to leave some text so that the users might guess the kind of image that was there. So this is now where the alternative text should be included. So now this is now where you insert an an alternative text. And so, guys, in this alternative text, you can include, for example, this is my logo. So let me say Nehemiah's logo. Nehemiah's logo. So when you save, perhaps let's try to change the name of this image so that it may not appear in that browser. Let's give it log so that it may not appear, and save, and refresh. Yeah, so guys, you can see it's displaying that Nehemiah's logo. So basically, someone can guess that this image was my logo, and it was deleted. So this is now where the alternative text should be included to tell the users the kind of image that was there. So I guess now we are done. We are not going to style this image or to resize it. We shall discuss it when we shall be handling CSS. But for now, I wanted just to let you know how to insert a HTML image. But you're not going to style it or resize or do anything with it. So guys, and the next thing now we are going to do is HTML tables. So which with the HTML tables, and guys, what you need to know about HTML tables, without CSS, it can't be a real table. Actually, it cannot be a real table, as we are going to see an example, because we must at least style it. And this perhaps the only example that I shall use CSS at least to style it so that it may be at least presentable. And tables allows web developers to arrange, their data in rows and columns. So a table must include a row and a column, and table. The tag for table is just table. It is a complete element. It has the start tag and an end tag with a forward slash. And inside the table, we shall be dealing with the table data TD for the table data, and a table row, it shall be TR to define the table row, and TH to describe the table head. And so guys, let's insert some comments here. Mm-hmm. uh, HTML tables, yeah, and then you are two hyphens and close. So we are going to discuss HTML tables. And so guys, the first thing you might want to do is to write the tag for table. It is just table like this, and then let's play to create some space here so that I may have some space. And then another thing, uh, in the next line, let's write a table row, yeah, tr. But in this tr now is we want to write our HTML, the table head, the table head, the head for this table. So the tag for table head is just t head. Yeah, t head. Let's copy, at least insert some three columns. Copy, then paste, and then paste. So now let's put some things here. Let's And so guys, now that you've written the tags for table and you've closed, so now inside these two tag your elements now, here now in the table, the table basically has the head and those the items inside that table. So let's begin with the table head. So you must first of all begin with the tr, the table row. The table row, tr, yeah, tr. In that table row, another thing you need to have is you are now the table head, th, in this first column, th, and then now inside the table head, let's at least let's try to copy and make it have three columns. So let's paste, yeah. And so in this first column, let's name it as name. Let it be the column for names, and then the second one to be perhaps registration number, and then the third one to be let's say year of study, yeah. So this is the first line, first row. So in the next row, let's now insert our answers, or let's fill now that table. So you must have again the tr, the table row, to show that this is a table row, And then here is now different because it's not the table head. The table head, it will be, and it will be in bold, but the table row is just normal. So in the in the next line, no, so now we put our the table data now. The table data, the T, T, yeah, table data, and at least let's make um, three columns at three rows. Sorry, let me copy first of all, and then paste it here. And again, let's copy. At least we may have the three rows, or perhaps four. Yeah. So in this first row, in the number one list, let me say let me say the names. The first name, let it be Nehemiah. Nehemiah. And then registration number, let me guess to be X 20. Okay, 2021. And then year of study, let me say 6. And then in the next line, in the next row, let's say John in the name section. And then registration number, let's say Y 2021. And then year of study, let's say 5. Let's say yeah, 5, 5, 5, 5. And then in the third row, let's say what? Joy, maybe joy. And then year of study, let's say this was Y. So Z. Let's say Z, 2021. And then year of study, let's say 4. And then guys, you are going to realize that HTML that CSS is a. And so guys, now this is our HTML table. And guys, I just want to let you know that HTML tables without the interaction or collaboration with the CSS is actually bullshit. Very ugly. It will look very ugly. Actually, it will not look like a table. But before then, let me try to save so that I may show you how it will look like. But later I shall come and use CSS so that it may be a table to add, some those table borders, the cell padding and cell spacing and so forth. And so let's save this file, Control S, and then now this one to refresh, Control R, and so guys, you can see it looks like something else, not a table, because HTML tables without the collaboration with the CSS, not a table actually for me. And so now let's try at least to add some CSS here to style this table to be a table. So you'll go to this first tag, and then now you write borders. Let's begin in the border. The border. Border attribute for border, and then perhaps let's give it 1. And cell padding, let's give it at least 10. And then the cell spacing, let me give it perhaps 10, again 10, and I'll save. So let's refresh. To refresh, just Control R, And guys, you can see it's now a table. For me, it's now a table. So this is now why CSS must HTML without CSS it cannot work. But let's put some some break tags here. BR, also another BR. BR, another BR. Remember the break tag is a closing self closing tag. Then Control R to create some space here. So guys, now this is our table, and let's try to color this table, but this is a CSS. Actually, I'm using CSS to style this or to color this table. Maybe in the first column, in the first row for heads, let's give it at least something else like you go here to the table row tr, and then let's say color bg color, actually bg color, and give it something like let's say light green, light blue, um, light blue, light blue, I guess. And then in this second line, let's give it um uh, purple, light green. Let's say light green. Then BG color and say light green. Light green. And then in this the second now this second the second row, let's give it maybe purple. Remember BG color, but this is a CSS what tags, so CSS attributes actually. So in the let's give it at least purple. I don't know how those colors. Yeah, let's give it something like purple. Yeah. Then Control S to save and refresh. So guys, you can see we have now a table, a presentable table. So guys, now that you've seen how important CSS is, perhaps I'm going to create the last video that will use HTML alone, and that is HTML forms. Then after I'm done with that video, we shall jump straight away to CSS, so that at least we may style our HTML document, at least to have a presentable web page, to have that background color, the background colors, images, how to have a responsive page, and so forth. So by now I think this is the end of this video. I'll see you in the next video.